I got into teaching, I was looking to do a career change. The company was moving out of the state and designing the new plants, so it was either move or try something new. And I was already doing adult education, so it was a natural fit. So far, yeah. It's been about 10 years.
I'm a chemistry teacher, but New York State changed the standards for graduation, and biology was a more college level course when it was taught as biology, and then they changed it for graduation requirements so that every student has to pass at least one Regents to graduate from a New York State high school. So they changed it to living environment.
It fits because they don't learn as much biology as they used to. When it was actually biology back when I was in school, you actually started with the cells and moved all the way through the body functions. Now it's more of an all-encompassing class, which is why it's kind of required for graduation.
Oh my goodness. Students, I think one of the biggest things readily tell you everything now compared to before. Students weren't quite as vocal, and now I think there's TMI, too much information shared at times, a little too openly.
Since I've been teaching in general, what I've noticed is a lot more distractions. Used to be you just have to deal with maybe a laptop here and there. Now phones are constantly coming out. Test security, if they're taking a test, you can't have a phone anywhere because they're taking pictures and sharing.
For chemistry, not a whole lot. From when I first started teaching it to now, it's pretty much the same, just a change in the format of the exam.
My course? I've been trying to move it to more of a hands-on for a little while. What I did is I split my course into two. I have a college version, and then I have the Regents version. And the Regents version gets to be more hands-on. College one, I don't really have much of a control on the curriculum.
Oh my goodness, when I first started teaching here, our wing was actually math, science, and health. And then after the renovation, now we're strictly science. And then of course, the wave of teachers who have retired and the new teachers. Let's see. Actually, I'm not as familiar with it because, as you know, I struggle with turning on the Promethean board. But when I first started teaching, I did it strictly with overhead projector, and then I graduated to an Elmo about 5 years ago, and then 2 years ago to the Promethean.
In some aspects, yes. Some aspects it makes it easier to teach. Other aspects it makes it hard because you put so much technology in, students lose the hands-on, this is what really is happening. Science is a little, can't really compare it to other classes, but at the same time, you're trying to get kids involved and touching and thinking.
Absolutely. I have to ask students almost every day to help me figure out something tech-wise.
For me, not too bad. I'm still an old school in a lot of things I do. Obviously the Promethean back here, they're all new, a little more dependable than the old method. When I first started, I had a fight for a projector, which I think I found one of the colleges was getting rid of, and that was cutting edge at the time.
They're kind of like heroes with the energy, the ideas, how they so readily use the technology. I'm always amazed, and I'm always ready to learn something new and try it out in my classroom.
Younger teachers start working, most of them have the content knowledge, but they have to learn how to handle themselves in a classroom. Lots of extras that aren't discussed in teaching school.
No, chemistry, since the curriculum hasn't changed, the lab protocols have pretty much stayed the same. Probably yes and no. I'm not as stressed with the curriculum now that I've done it a number of years, and probably I have, because I'm more comfortable with the flow and know my material better than when I first started teaching, I'm probably less stressed that when extra snow days, things like that, I know automatically how to adjust it. So probably in that aspect, less stressful.
Ooh, it's a loaded question. In the classroom, not so bad. The exterior motives that are going outside of the classroom, yes.